from the far corner of Triangle Alley, below the whooshing sound of a sparkling TR-3B, at the edge of a dark forest where lumbering beasts dwell. It's Beyond the Beyond with Tanner Rush.
Beyond the Beyond, the plight of the targeted individual. Have you ever in your life had the sneaking suspicion that you were being watched? Maybe the hairs raise up on the back of your neck, or your anxiety heightens just a little as you turn your head to see the source, or, as you may come to find out in this podcast, sources. Now imagine having that feeling for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is the life of a group of people who believe they are subject to what is essentially organized harassment. These are the targeted individuals, also known as TIs or the chosen ones. They claim that they are the subjects of an operation that can involve surveillance, gangstalking, which is multiple individuals following a person into public spaces, vandalizing their property, spreading rumors, etc., electronic harassment, and even mind control. That the government or some other nefarious organization is keeping tabs on them for some unknown reason, interfering with their lives by manipulating the world around them. Some say they are followed around by white vans, while others say that their homes are invaded and their belongings sifted through, but nothing is stolen. Curious. Some believe they are harassed by police, and that individuals they encounter in their day-to-day life are putting on some kind of act or street theater. You may be walking down the street and see a completely random event, but that event, they believe, is made up entirely of actors and is all being used to manipulate them. As my Gen Z niece might say, it's giving Truman Show vibes. And what about voice-to-skull technology? This is the alleged ability to transmit voices or sounds inside of a person's head without the need for an outside sound source. Whether that is done by microwave or by using electromagnetic frequencies is unknown, but the claim is that it is being used for harassment and psychological manipulation. Far-fetched, right? Not so fast. There are numerous patents featuring this type of technology, which some say is being used against them. This begs the question of, are your thoughts entirely your own? I'm reminded of a Popular Mechanics article from a few years back that discussed how advertisers are now looking to target your dreams. Yes, this is a real thing. They do this by using a technique called targeted dream incubation, where they can insert commercial messages into dreams by using smells and subliminal sounds. Now, if this new technology can impact your sleep, what makes you so sure that something hasn't been developed for your waking life? Some say these targeted individuals are being monitored for a potential human trafficking operation. Others say it's some black ops program researching just how far the human psyche can be pushed when exposed to extreme amounts of stress. The people who say they are targeted claim they are attacked physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The gang stalkers learn their routine over the course of weeks and even months, and then slowly start to dismantle their life in every way possible. Is the government, or powers that want to be, capable of such a feat? Would they perform tests or unethical experiments on their own people? Look up the Tuskegee experiment, a study where the U.S. Public Health Service recruited hundreds of African American men who had syphilis and studied the effects of the disease without getting informed consent or giving treatment. How about Operation Sea Spray, where the U.S. sprayed bacteria over San Francisco, believing that bacteria to be harmless to humans? Or Eb Cade, who was part of a covert experiment at Los Alamos, where he awaited treatment for a broken bone and was instead administered with a large dose of plutonium. Let's not forget MKUltra, CIA's covert mind control program. The Willowbrook hepatitis experiment, Operation Big Buzz, the measles vaccine experiment, bioagents in the NYC subway system, Operation 112. The list goes on and on and on. In 50 years, will documents involving the targeting and stalking of American citizens be released, and we'll suddenly realize these people weren't so crazy after all? Or is this a mental health issue, with paranoid people finding other paranoid people over the internet and creating some type of movement? Perhaps it's a combination of both. Maybe it's none of the above. Have you caught someone staring at you out of the corner of your eye? Seen a slow-moving van driving by your house in the middle of the night? Have you had the new Taylor Swift song beamed into your head over and over for the course of an entire week? Contact Beyond the Beyond One on Instagram.